guys, Blings4 here, and I'm back with a new series called Beach Bounce. So before we actually start this game, I'd just like to say I have no idea what this game is or what's going to happen in it. All I know is that I was suggested to it by my friend, the Thunder God Odin, who is a Twitch streamer. You should go check him out. He does Smite and League on there. He suggested this game to me because I played Honey Pop. And oh god. Anyways, let's get started. Week 1, Monday. Oh, it's a visual novel. I said I was gonna play it. Let me get a voice for my character. Oh my, what a sight! It's just as I remember it. If I remember correctly, this resort is only a few minutes by foot from the bus stop. I can't wait to get there and see grandmother again. So I best start walking. How long has it been since I was last here? 10? No way, it's been 11 years ago. It was 11 years ago. It was the year before my mother passed away. The last time I saw my grandmother was at my mother's funeral. Damn morbid. Alright. Father had told me that she didn't want to see us. Oh god, it's fucking. I didn't believe him for a time. Right until I dropped out of university, that is. Father wanted me to follow into his footsteps and become a lawyer. For years I tried my best to do what he wanted me to do. Even going to law school. During my first year, I just couldn't take it anymore, so I quit trying and dropped out. To say Father was furious is an understatement. I had never expected that he would go as far as disown me over. Oh dear God, this kid has got a shit life. Alright. However, as it turns out, he did, and as a result, we haven't talked since. That's depressing. Now that I regret my choice, I miss Father and wish it had gone a different way between us. But I'm glad that I went my own way. It feels good to choose my own direction in life. After Father and I split our ways, I took all my belongings and found myself an apartment. While getting settled and sorted through my belongings, I found a childhood picture. It was a picture of grandmother, mother, and me on the beach together. This beach. Oh wow, I should get some water. For the first time in years, I thought about this beach, this place, grandmother's resort, the Beach Bounce. After a quick check on the internet, I discovered that Beach Bounce still existed and that it was still owned by my grandmother. Sorry, I'm getting a Steam notification. More on impulse than reason, I dialed the number listed and asked for grandmother. While the first response I got was a little reserved, I was able to convince the lady that had answered the phone to write down a message for grandmother and have it delivered. I didn't think she would call back. After all, she didn't want to have contact with Father and me anymore, so I was quite surprised when she did. This is when I finally learned the truth. It wasn't exactly like Father had told me all those years ago. Father was the one who had pushed grandmother out of our lives. I just realized I'm not on Do Not Disturb on Skype. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, Father was the one who pushed grandmother out of our lives. And as to the why, grandmother thinks it was out of pain over the loss of mother. I'm not sure what I think. I might never know the real reason now. Not that it matters anymore. The past is the past. The first phone call was about 1.5 years ago. Jesus! 1.5 years ago. We have had many more since, but this is the first time I've come out to visit her. I've saved up all my vacation days for this trip. As a result, I could take 5 weeks off from work. I don't care if you're playing Call of Duty Black Ops. Time enough to get reacquainted and have a well-deserved vacation at the beach. I'm looking forward to it. Cool, so it's a visual novel. This is interesting. Grandmother has told me that someone would be waiting for me at the resort parking. This is the parking, but there doesn't seem to be anyone waiting for me. I guess I have to wait for someone to come pick me up. No, wait. Someone's come my way. Hey, you! Hi. Stop loitering and leave at once. Me? Well, I don't see anyone else out here. Well, no, but do you want me to call the police? The police? I assure you that that will not be necessary. So why are you still here then? I was told to wait here for someone to pick me up. Unlikely story. Greeter service stopped at noon. If you are a new guest, you should have been told this. I'm gonna turn on my volume a little bit. Sorry. And I'm sure Yuki does not make a mistake like that. So I'll ask one more time. Why are you still here? This is starting to get annoying. I've never spoken to someone called Yuki. If you have a reason for being here, that is highly unlikely. Jeez, I'm having trouble reading right now, I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to be a visual novel. I'm here to visit my grandmother. Grandmother. And who might that be? The owner of this resort, Miss Tsunahama. Japanese names! I can't even speak English. Okay. The boss doesn't have a grandson? Wow, her face is very plump. I assure you she does, and I'm him. But I see this is going nowhere. If you can please tell me where the reception is, I'm sure grandmother can clarify this. The reception's that way. It will do you no good, however, but do as you please. I've got better things to do, and Yuki is more than capable to handle this like you. Okay. Thanks, and goodbye. ... Good morning, sir. Is this Yuki? That's what it says there. How can it be of service? Hi, I'm the owner's grandson, Tomoyo Oshiru. Japanese names, man. Ah! Oh my. I see. You see? Why don't I like the sound of that? Don't tell me you're going to tell me that my grandmother doesn't have a grandson. No, I was informed of your arrival, but did something happen since you brought this up? Long story. Forget about it. If you say so, sir. However, let me start over. My name's Yuki. Oh, fuck it. I'm not even gonna try that. Okay, I am. Akiyama. Yuki Akiyama. And I welcome you to the Beach Bounce Resort, Mr. Shiro. I'm gonna have a lot of trouble with this. I'm sorry we didn't have a greeter waiting for you. I'm personally to blame for this slip up, and I hope you can see it in your wisdom to forgive me. That's quite alright. However, I would like to see my grandmother now. Well, I have some bad news. Bad news? What kind of bad news? Did something happen to grandmother? Your grandmother's in the hospital. Damn! What? Please tell me it isn't anything serious. What happened? She passed out while working yesterday, and the doctor decided it would be best to run extra tests at the hospital. Personally, I don't think it's anything more serious than exhaustion. However, I'm still waiting on word from the hospital. Jeez, this guy has a really so far his life is shit. Can I go see her? That shouldn't be a problem. You're a family after all. I will have someone drive you to the hospital. I would like that, thanks. Jesus, woman. Let me have a good look at you. Yes, grandmother. How are you feeling? I will have none of that nonsense. I'm gonna do an old person voice. You sound like your dad. He was always so big on his proper honorifics. Fuck it. Call me Grandma or Yumi. Everyone else does. Please. Okay, Grandma. That's much better. I'm your grandmother. I see you've become a fine young man. Thanks, Grandma. So, how's the trip to... How was the trip, Toyomo? I'm gonna call him Tomato. Should you be asking such questions right now? I arrived at your result and get told that you have been taken to the hospital. Hush, my boy. Hush. Everything will be okay. It's nothing. It's nothing you have to worry about. I'm not as fit as I was. I was overburdening myself, and then they thought I needed to go to the hospital. And that's all there is to it. Oh god, my heart. Just dies on the spot. Oh god! I'm sorry. I should be up and about in no time. What's this? Autoplay. Are you sure? I mean, you should be careful. I missed something there, sorry. I'll be fine, trust me. Men your age shouldn't worry so much over an old lady like me. Now answer this old lady a question. How was your trip? It was okay. Nothing extraordinary happened. I'm so happy that you got here safe and sound, and no plane crashes occurred. Damn it, I was hoping. Sorry. And also glad to see you again after all these years. I wish you died in a plane crash. What? I wish I could have been at the resort myself this morning. However, I'm not. I'm sure we can make up for lost time this coming week. After I get out of this damned place. I can't wait to get back to work. See, she is dying! Fuck yeah! Sorry, I called it. That's fucked up for me to say, but I called it! Grandma, you should rest and not worry about work right now. Maybe I can help with the result. Fuck. Why don't you take a holiday? I mean it. You should rest and recover. I came here to have a holiday and see my grandmother. What would be more fun than you and I taking it easy the next few weeks? Ah, Toyomo. I wish it was that easy, but there's too much work at the bounce. I can't just drop everything and take a few weeks off. I'm sure they'll manage for a few weeks. At least for a week or two. The girl I met at the reception seemed content enough to supervise in your absence. Miss Akiyama, was it? Akiyama? Oh, Yuki. Yes, she is very competent, in fact. Unlike you, you incompetent fuck. But the summer break has just begun. I really should. Who am I kidding but myself? You're right, I really should take a rest. It's just so hard to let go and have other things take over. I understand, Grandma. I'm tempted to pause and go get some water. I would like... that wrong person. I would likely feel the same way if I was you. Tomio. Yes, Grandmother? Can I ask you... Can I ask you a favor? Would you help out at Bounce while I recover? It would set my mind at ease knowing that there's someone I care about replacing me. Oh, well. That must say something about your employees. Of course I'll help. Thank you. I mean it. If there ever is a way that I can make this up to you, I will. No need, Grandma. Just make sure you get back to health. Health to back. Fuck. I will do my best, Yomo. Now, once you're back at Bounce, ask Yuki what you can do. I will call ahead and let her know that you'll be helping out. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. She puts on a brave face. I guess that is just the way she is. However, I do wonder how serious her illness really is. Here, Grandma, have some water. Thank you, Tomoyo. I'm gonna keep changing his name. I just can't say his name. Fucking Japanese, man. Now, before you go back, would you mind doing me one last favor? Stay and chat a while. It's been 10 years after all. Okay. Yes, ma'am. We do have a breakfast service. Oh, I just... Whoops. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. We do have a breakfast service. No, ma'am. For that you need to... Okay, ma'am. I'm just gonna stop doing that. Yes, we have... Shellet? Available starting tomorrow. Don't know what that word means. That can be arranged. What name can I put down for you? Okay. Okay, ma'am. I've booked 3 weeks starting tomorrow. Is there anything else I I can be of service with, ma'am. Thank you, and have a good day. Click. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, I need to order the... Oh, Mr. Shiro, welcome back. Grandma Yumi called earlier and was told me about what you two discussed. I'm glad you've made it here. Words that skipped. Okay. To be honest, it didn't sound like she really had a choice. In the end, she made the choice that would be best for her. I see. That's bad. That bad. I see. That bad. You know. She can be so stubborn sometimes. That bad. I see that bad? That grammar don't make no sense. That wasn't words. So, what exactly will I be doing until she gets back? There's a variety of jobs she helped with before she fell ill. I think it is easier to explain after I've given you a tour of the results. I keep saying results! Fuck! I can't fucking read! It's bullshit. Okay. How about I take you to the staff dorms first? You can see the room you'll be staying in. Staff dorms? Wasn't I going to stay in one of the guest chalets? That's what it was, a chalet. That was when you were a guest. Now that you're an employee, it would be strange if you were given special treatment. Even in your case. That makes sense, I guess. The dorm has all you need when you are off duty. I'm sure you will not feel like you're missing out on anything. So, Miss Shiro, are you ready to go? Yes, let's go. And you can call me Tomio, or Tomo if you like. Fair enough. You can call me Yuki. Skip the entire intro. For it's a Tuesday. Well, I want to see it all. I want to see it all. Damn, that is really skimpy. I mean, I played Honey Pop. What am I saying? Oh no, I'm worried where this is going to be going. The storm is the meeting room. The private rooms are upstairs. This is the co-ed. It is co-ed. I hope you don't mind. Dorms at the university were also co-ed. I have no problem with it. Most of the staff live in town. At the moment, there is only a handful of us staying here, so it can be quiet here sometimes. Well, I don't mind that. It will be refreshing after being cooped up in Tokyo for the last few years. The bulletin board over there is used to post the weekly schedule. There's also a map of the resorts and the town. However, there should be a copy you can take with you in your room. Good. That will help me find my way until I have a better feeling of the area. This room is not only used for staff meetings, but also to hang out after work. You are, of course, free to use the resort facilities to go to town when you're off duty. This is going to be a difficult series if I can't speak English correctly. Just make sure you are well rested and on time for your shift. Understood. There is a small but adequate kitchen whenever you feel like cooking, or you can get a meal for free at the food court. I will show you where it is during the tour. Let me show you where your room is first. This is your room. You can stay here for as long as you can use it for as long as you stay here. I know it's not large, but it should do. I hoped it would at least be a little larger. Like I said before, we can't have employees staying in the guest chalet, and it was also your grandmother's wish. I know. Let's just start with this tour. Damn, this guy's a bit interesting. I don't even want to think about this right now. Word of advice, try to get over it for real. Alright then. I can understand why you are disappointed. Things didn't turn out as you expected. But dragging this out will only make it worse. You're right. I'm acting like a brat, aren't I? That's the word I was looking for. I'm sorry. It's okay. There's no harm done. you will see that there will be enough time for some fun as well. Now I really feel better. Seems I needed to get that off my chest. Thanks for setting me straight. I'm usually not like this. Think nothing of it. Let's start with the tour. Where do you want to go first? And we'll leave that here. We'll leave it here. End of the episode. Yay! Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to click like button, subscribe button if you want to see more of me and my stupidity. If you don't, then that's fine. I have other series, like Speedrunners, which is out right now while I'm waiting for Bryce to get his computer fixed, because we all have issues. And then Minecraft, maybe, or whatever I'm doing. Anyways, hope you guys like this. If you did, make sure to click like button, subscribe button. Fuck, I already said this. Oh well, see you guys later.